Aloha class! I'm gonna talk to you a little bit about reading today because I know you have to pick out a book to read. Okay, so the main thing about reading, as I told you, is that reading is an act of empathy, and we learn how somebody thinks and how they feel, and we enter the brain of somebody. So this is part of the reason why we read. Reading also helps us develop our critical thinking. You can become a critical thinker without reading, okay? But reading is a way into somebody's ideas and thoughts, and in this way we learn to analyze and we learn to think about different perspectives and about different kinds of people and the way they think. So the question becomes what to read. Now, for a lot of people, I know you don't like to read. I know that myself as an English teacher, of course, I like to read, but I am well aware that you may not like to read. So what are we supposed to do? Because you're supposed to read. Well, the thing is, you should pick out a book that you want to read. You have to think of a story you like reading, a subject or an area of interest. And if you're talking about reading for entertainment value, it should not be a book that you struggle with in terms of the vocabulary or anything else like that. If you start a book and you do not like the book after, I would say, about 1 to 2 hours, I'm going to speak something that I know that a lot of people would not like me to say, but give up. Put away the book. Forget about it. Just find a different book. There are plenty of books out there that you will like to read, and the most important thing is for you to read and to have fun reading. For me, I think of reading a bit as a numbers game. So the more you read, the more you'll like to read, and the more different kinds of books you'll read, and you'll read faster and faster, and you'll read on a higher level. But basically, when you start out to read for entertainment, you should pick something that's fun to read and not too much of a struggle. How is reading connected to writing? Well, as I've told you before in class, if I have 2 students and I gave one student 50 books to read for the year and told this person to read 50 books carefully, and I told the other student, you don't have to read a single book. All you do every day is write in your journal. After 1 year, the person who read the 50 books very carefully would be a better writer than the person who simply wrote in the journal every single day. And why is this? Because the words and the sentence patterns would simply become part of the way this person thinks. It becomes who you are. Okay, so if you want to be a better writer, you simply read more. Okay, there's no other magic behind it. Just keep reading. And yeah, that's about it. So pick out a book you like, put it back if you don't like it after 1 or 2 hours. Who cares? No judgment, and just read.